Alright, so just right back into it. We're going to move on, kind of finish explaining just the simple ideology behind why I want to do what I'm going to do. I do kind of like explaining why I do things on games that most people probably might have never heard of, or, you know, games that do require quite a bit of time to play to learn. This one, clearly you can pick this game up in a few minutes. Nothing crazy. But I do got a problem because for some reason it put that on the W for my summon my minions, which is kind of screwing me over at the moment because I did walk into a, you know, kind of harder fight here against things I don't have much resistance against because they're hitting me for every type of elemental damage. And I have no way to counteract this as well as my minions aren't here. Good thing is I'm just pretty much right back here. Really quickly, we are going to get this fixed. I want my summon skeletons back here on W. Alright, so that will work. And try to get away from them. Pop that first things first. Get in here, try to do what I can. And then get moving for that regen. Best thing about that is I actually ain't even got to really aim it. It will seek out what's close. Try to tank through some of these attacks, and oh wow, one of my minions got killed, so let's go ahead and pop another one back into existence. Took care of that. So, inform this guy that we did his quest for him. We're gonna go over here. Go ahead, accept whatever he's trying to get us to go do.
Yes.
Hit this shop up. I had already kind of put things where I wanted them not to accidentally sell them. That is still pretty much the same as what I'm wearing. The rings, things like that ain't the greatest. I'm gonna hold off on the gambler for a while just because I don't want to go broke gambling. And build door. Can't really do anything there. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this because actually I want to clear out this subquest I had took just for the experience.
Feel my Minimus, run, you stupid one. Leave me.
that one's probably going to be a good one. And never hurts to look at these, pick it up since I'm there, but
Gods be with you.
went ahead, cleared that. So,
Yes. Hmm.
yeah, not even worth really taking.
Feel my wrath.
That's pretty average. It's a good stun duration. Yeah, just cleaning this up really quickly. Never hurts to get the experience. These are still pretty good experience gains I'm getting out of these guys, so might as well take it while I got a chance. Definitely better to have the levels, you know, being over leveled before under leveled. And they clean up pretty quick. Let's look at this. Go ahead, travel back here.
Hmm.
Accept that. So, went ahead, upgraded my stuff. See, I don't summon my minions very often, so that just also ain't a help altogether. Got a few more points to sink in there, so let's go ahead and just pump some more into the damage. We do got the skill point. Basically, that's letting you know don't screw up because there's no reverting that back. Now, see, this is very expensive. I need 3 points here to unlock it, and it wouldn't make sense not to put 3 in here to give you the full boost. But it's also good to pick up these because you're kind of taking away their chance to block it with the resistances. That would grant my minions award, so that probably won't be a bad one if I can swing it, but that's kind of bottom you know, needed thing, not a priority at the moment to pick that up. Oh yeah, we're still good. I was just thought about that, you know, didn't even bother looking at my inventory. So yeah, I can basically completely forgot to show this. At any time you can pull up this. Once you've unlocked it, clearly my other character has unlocked it, you can pull your forge menu up to be able to make the different stuff you want to add to things. Clearly I ain't got any equipment that I'm wanting to add stuff to at the moment. I'm still, you know, not got anything worth spending the stuff on. For this one, we're just going to go straight over here and see which one this is. As you can see, definitely a little better payout on these guys now because we just stepped into a new area. So the coins they're dropping is a little bit better.
Feel my wrath.
This is technically your first boss that's probably going to give you problems. Those guys that I fought in the last one, the disciple guys, they're actually not even considered bosses. They're kind of just mini boss sub bosses. Uh, this is your first true boss, and he's really not that bad. You can kind of stand here and tank quite a bit of it. You just don't want that to hit you. That is straight pure damage. You don't want to get hit by this guy, like these purples. Stay away from them. Now, if I go here, that actually will finish the storyline for where I'm at. I don't want to do that just yet, just because I want to go ahead and knock out the whatever side quest thing this one is. I think, actually, I might have to. So, an ancient path. So, this actually might be where I need to go to investigate this now that I'm thinking about it. Yep. So, that was it. Guess I should be paying attention to the screen and not my timer, though. Nearly walked straight into it. Basically, we went back in time after entering this time rift, so we're kind of in dinosaur land. and I'll show it off, but I ain't gonna actually utilize this. There's a spot where you can grind up some levels. So you're supposed to go that way. What we're going to do is actually go the other way up here.
Feel my wrath.
So you want to go ahead, take that guy out. Pretty much it's a guarantee there's always going to be one of them up there. It's just a good, quick, nice boost of experience.
Feel my wrath.
So this one's already went up, so there's that for that one. Now we gotta do this one, and we'll have that unlocked. So essentially now we should be applying some nice poison damage. Problem is the level difference right now. I'm not really able to notice it on most enemies because they can't get close enough to me for me to really get a chance to hit them with it. By the time they get to me, I've already kind of wiped them out with everything else. Definitely doing some damage though, because
Feel my wrath.
alright, so timer's about to go off. I'm going to quickly allocate the skill points, because this one I just want to, pretty much I already knew I just want to pump a little more damage to it. The passive point, how many points are we at? 4, 5, 9, so only one more needed to pump into this to get the 10 we need, and we'll actually unlock the bone golems. See, I need to go up in this too. I'm gonna have to have at least 1 point in here, so we're gonna put a point there. And we now have the new skill, Summon Bone Golem. Now, you're dependent on this guy to basically be a tank for you and get a bunch of hits, because he has the chance to do Bone Nova, which basically is just an exploding radius attack. The problem is, what skill do I want to take off of this to put it on? Because you can only have these 5 skills here unless you want to, let me close this for a second, and that. You know, unless you want to rebind what walks you, you're kind of stuck there. And I don't think we can put a skill where portal is, like, as far as removing that, so you're kind of really stuck with only 4 skills plus your walking and attack. Now, you don't have to have this if your build doesn't actually, you know, need it. You can change that out. I did it on my other build because my mana pool's so big, I can keep the hammers going at all times, and basically there's no point in me attacking. But I'd really like to play with it, but at the end of the day, 3 is better than 1. You can increase him to the point where he's basically fire, much higher chance when stuff's attacking him, as well as boosting that. So this needs to be stacked with a minion. That's a necromancer build, so we're not going to go with bone golem. Actually, if I do want to test it or play with it, I'll swap them for the actual skeleton warriors, but it seems like that's built for a full minion build. My guys, final thing I want to do with them, what I'd like it to turn into, is basically Grim Reaper. Not really dependent on minions. Not saying I won't use minions, but I don't want that to be what my character needs to actually do anything with. I want the character kind of be able to stand on its own without the assistance of a minion. Which is why I didn't do anything with this skill and things. That's why I'm putting it all into my basic attack as well as the Rip Blood skill. Might go with marrow shards for one of mine. That's a pretty good thing if I can get the health pool high enough, but it does cost me 9% of my health to cast it. So we'll go more in depth on that later into the game, kind of as I level up. But I'm going to end this here, went a few minutes long checking that out, and we'll just go straight into another one to kind of keep it going.